Hey, it's Richie and Wes.
He's Richie.
And he's Wes.
And this is our show. Welcome to the chaotic ramblings of two gays in West Hollywood.
Reporting live from under the sea. It is Richie and Wes.
God. Yeah, if LA's not on fire, then it's being drenched with rain.
You know, I know better late than never, but goddamn, it couldn't have been a month earlier.
Seriously.
Because it's been nonstop up until like an hour ago.
It really has. And now, because of all the fires, we're in danger of mudslides.
Right? It's just one thing after fucking another this year. I'm over it.
LA's not built for weather. LA drivers are also not built for weather.
I posted, and we're going to get into this in just a minute, but I posted today, I'm like, Angelina knows if you can fucking afford Beyonce tickets, you can fucking afford to get new tires in your goddamn cars. Because I'm tired of seeing people spinning out of control, sliding around because of a small puddle or a misting because your goddamn tires are bald.
Also, if you are so terrified to drive in the rain that you have to go about 5 miles an hour, call an Uber.
Yes.
Get takeaway. Stay home.
Something. Call off work. I don't care. Well, get the fuck off the road.
Don't go out then.
No.
What's your problem? I cannot tell you how long it took me to get from A to B today just because people were driving as though they could just slide off. Maybe it's their tires. Maybe they're just...
Literally!
I'm going to slide off the face of the earth.
They probably feel that way. There's no goddamn traction.
My God.
Fishtailing fucking a centimeter of water's on the ground.
Well, also, like, you don't need to slam on your gas pedal.
No, nor your brakes.
No. Mm-mm. And more than half of y'all came from somewhere where there are
That's my
weather
thing.
conditions.
I thought that those skills just kind of stayed with you for life. Do they somehow just dissipate when you move somewhere else?
Apparently so.
Because all I hear when we bitch about it being cold is, oh, well, back in Wisconsin, there was 5 feet of snow every year. And blah, 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 blah. Well, isn't there rain too? If you can drive, like, how can you not drive in the rain?
Drive like there's some ice on the
Because a lot of them have out of state license plates. So I'm like, y'all are better equipped to this than we are. I can. As pretty much grandfather native Angelinos at this point for both of us. Like,
stay home.
Neither one of us were born here, but we lived here long enough to be natives.
Well, good news, everyone. An asteroid may hit the Earth in 2032.
Just like men, the universe has been letting me down anyways. I've been begging for this for years now. And it never fucking happens. So I'm not even going to hold my breath anymore.
Well, you shouldn't, because even if... Here's how disappointing the timeline that we are in is. Even if it were to hit the Earth, it really would only be localized damage. That's not enough.
How local? Let's set the scene here. Would it be around the zip code 90036 by chance?
You wouldn't want to be near the impact zone, but it's not
Would I know? Wouldn't I?
An existential threat. Yeah, apparently...
I'm not sure you know me well enough.
That's true. I mean, if it were to strike West Hollywood, we might be in trouble, but...
Please do.
Apparently there is an asteroid called YR4 that was only really seen in late January, and that its possible impact on...
that tracked the way this year is going.
Yeah, it has a very low impact probability so far.
So there's still hope.
Fingers crossed. Just end it all. Shit.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, my God. I don't even care. I don't even care.
I welcome it.
Do it.
I will bake a cake.
Do it.
I will bake a cake. I will pour champagne.
I'm gonna make a sign that says "Welcome Asteroid."
Have to come on the show, please. Like,
Can this be like a Donnie Darko situation and it lands directly in my bedroom?
that'd be amazing. Please. Oh, God, this year is shit. So is this world, and so is this country, and so are Beyonce's ticket prices.
Oh my God. I've seen so many people online, obviously, because I'm chronically online, trying so hard to get these tickets. And
There were a queue of 20,000 people, and then the prices kept changing when people actually got into the waiting room. Well, they were in the waiting room. Then you could let into the actual setup, and people were taking videos from like of their laptops where they'd like be looking at different prices, different sections, and then they go back a minute later. Those prices had inflated by $300.
Look, I know it's been a while since I've been to a concert that's not at the Hollywood Bowl or something
Yeah.
like that, but $300 itself is a pretty decent ticket.
Child, these
Like,
tickets
you can
were
get box seats at Hollywood Bowl.
$500, VIP packages $1,500. I'll listen to it on the iPod. Fuck that horse and rodeo show. I do not need to go there for that amount of money. You can just go to Puerto Rico for a week. It's not money left over when you come back. There are gays and assless chaps there year-round singing Beyonce in the club. I am not that concerned. There is no one on Earth besides the asteroid that I would pay that much fucking money to go see for a 2 or 3 hour show. Just no.
Well, also, I just feel that, and I know it's not Beyonce whose finger is on
Exactly.
the other end raising the price, but dynamic pricing for a concert where it goes up while you're waiting in the queue?
Apparently, because that was a Ticketmaster presale. Apparently, the Verizon presale came out today, and they were cheaper than the Ticketmaster pre. How is this a thing?
Well, Ticketmaster is known for robbing people,
Exactly,
so-
but like, remember when you like woke up early and you went to the box office and you stood in line,
Back in my day,
right? And they were just pre-printed tickets with
Right.
one price.
that was it. If you wanted to get closer, more. You're further away,
Yes.
less.
VIP section, different situation. Okay, but
It was a set fucking price.
yes, this like I don't have the patience for it. There ain't nobody I want to see. I just-
for
mm-mm.
$1,500
That's $500 a goddamn hour you're paying plus parking.
which is another $50.
Yes, plus whatever merch you want to buy, which is another $5,000. I can't imagine just anyone that I would be paying that much money to go see for that. Like, no.
No.
Mm-mm.
It doesn't make sense to me at all to spend that kind of money on it, and it just becomes so normal. Like that's the new normal. Oh, you
Yes.
want to see Taylor Swift? That'll be $2,000.
And then all they want, and then all everyone does anyways is record the whole damn thing on their phone. Save your money. You can watch everyone else record the shit on their phone on Twitter.
That pisses me off.
I'm just like,
so
why are you spending so
fucking
much money and you're just literally recording the entire? Do you ever even go back and rewatch it? No, you don't.
No, because it sounds like shit.
It sounds like shit. It looks like shit.
And it's everywhere too. Like I went to a Keke Palmer concert at the Roxy
Oh, that's right. I'm so
a
jealous.
few months ago, which
So
was
jealous.
the Roxy is the kind of space where, and that was fixed pricing, by the way.
Yes.
And the Roxy is the kind of space where you're not getting. I don't think you can get 200 people in there,
No, there are no bad seats. You're there.
You're
You're
there.
with Keke Palmer.
and you can.
You were there in the living room with her,
right?
basically.
Yeah, you can move around. You're not really in a seat. It's mainly standing room. And I swear to God, this one bitch was not only trying to record every moment of every moment, but putting her arm in front of people's faces.
Oh no.
Oh, I thought there was going to be a fight. Because she did it to
Oh.
the wrong one. And this other woman was
Oh.
like, you better back off. Like, do not put your arm in front of my face. Put it in front of your face.
Right?
Oh, yeah, I really thought there was going to be a fight.
Oh, I wish there would have been. Not gonna lie.
I don't get it. I mean, look, there's a lot of things that I don't get, but you're there.
Literally, you were there.
At the concert. Pay attention.
You're there.
Enjoy the moment that you're there. Sure, of course. Maybe you pop your camera out for a quick moment of this or a picture of that or what have you. Everyone's going to do that, but to try to like you're a fucking doing a documentary.
Yes.
No. Absolutely not. It takes you completely out of the moment. You're not present at all. What kind of experience do you get?
Yes, and then again, why are you gonna go back home and watch these? No one ever goes back in their fucking camera roll and watches anything that they recorded one of these concerts.
They're gonna post it on their Instagram.
That's it.
Or
Which
whatever.
The same view that everyone else has been in that section doing the same damn thing. So why don't you just enjoy it while you're there? If you want to recap it, 8,000 people on fucking Twitter or Instagram or TikTok are gonna have the same clips that you would have had.
Exact same thing. Oh, yeah. It's too much. It's too much. I don't like it.
You know what I don't like right now? Blake Lively.
Who does?
Because, woo! She should have just kept her and her lawyer's mouths shut.
Mm-hmm.
Because every single thing that man named in his lawsuit against her, and two, she's claimed against him, is now coming to light against her.
And there are so many interviews surfacing of her playing her whole fucking hand. Like
it's like it's literally like the DC villain when they're having their exposition and telling what their master plan is.
Yes, like I saw an interview with her where she was like, "Yeah, people are sometimes surprised when they cast me, and then I'm like doing production notes and adding the scripts. They're like, yeah, oh whoa, this isn't what we hired you for." Bitch, you should have listened.
Right?
Because no one hired you for that.
No, and they just want me to be there and be an actor and hit my marks, So I think they're probably just like a little surprised when I just want to, change some things or talk switch up the wardrobe. Like, yeah, bitch, because it's not your goddamn job. That's why they hired other people.
It's not your job at all to do that. It's very annoying. And
disrespectful.
Completely disrespectful to the other people involved in the production. And to act as though that is your right to do that.
And that it's somehow female empowerment.
That pisses me off, I think, maybe the most of all, because it really does get into that white girl entitlement disguised as girl boss energy. And it ain't that.
Mm-hmm.
It is not that. And they lost big time in court this week, too. Again, everything I know about this is against my will. But
Same.
I did watch a TikTok.
But it is juicy.
Described how, first of all, this is the biggest takeaway for me. She thought she could walk into a court of law and dictate which lawyer was going to depose her.
Excuse me?
Honey, that's not how it works.
Not at all.
You don't get to look at the opposing counsel and say, oh, I want that one to question me. Who are you?
Oh my God. Oh.
And the judge said the same fucking thing. They were
Who are you?
That's not anyone's right to decide who gets to depose you. That's not how it works.
My thing is this. You and your husband have enough goddamn money to where if you're not
after this lawsuit.
Right. To where if you have to insert yourself into everyone else's jobs and creativity and things that they've worked on, it probably means that you're just not that creative in those aspects, and you have to latch onto someone else's ideas and then tweak it.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all can go buy the rights to some random ass book and then do all that shit yourself.
They could.
I don't get it. Like,
they have their own production company. They have their own marketing company. They have their own fortune to be doing all these things. So why do you have to piggyback off of someone else's? They brought the project all the way to this level, and then you think you're going to take credit for it because you step in and decide, no, my character wears hats. Bitch, go away.
Right?
No, yeah, I think it's over for her.
Did you see the Jen interview?
No.
Oh, this is good. So I don't think it was ever aired before, and I'll get to the reason why. So this reporter, some guy overseas, had an interview with her where she'd been promoting a movie, and they show the interview, and then he goes on to talk about it like recently, and he's like, I had a horrible interview with her because it was 10 in the morning, and she's there to talk about her project. Well, she leads with, yeah, before we started, filming, you said, like, let's get a shot, and you knew, but like, and I figured now that, you wanted a picture, but I figured it'd be time for you to have a shot of my sexy husband's my sexy husband's gin, Aviation, and she's holding the bottle where the label's showing, proceeds to pour this man a drink.
At 10 a.m.
Yes. Makes him drink it. He said it's his job to make the guest feel comfortable, and that's not, he's like, I just had my fucking cereal and milk in my office. I would not be drinking at 10 in the morning, but I'm not going to...
Especially a shot of gin?
Right? Tasting like a goddamn pine tree. Ugh. And he said, so I just went along with it as not, to make things awkward on camera. He's like, but it took me off guard. And then she goes on to talk about this tequila or this gin brand and how good it is. He's like, it was basically just a commercial for the gin, and that took up half the segment. And then she oh God, what else did she do? Then she goes to say that she doesn't drink herself. So she's just making this man drink this goddamn gin that he didn't ask for, continues to just promote, and he said, I want to know who her advisors are, because you can't just promote an item, especially alcohol, on our television screens. Like, you can't do that.
No, that's why you don't see like alcohol or cigarette or tobacco commercials on TV.
No,
you're not allowed to.
So I don't think it aired because of that. And on a morning talk show,
it wasn't Kathy Lee and Hoda.
Exactly.
I mean, come on.
Even then, they don't give the brand of whatever the fuck they're drinking. They probably don't even know. They just want to know that their cups are filled. Much like us here on the show. But yeah, I mean, like strategically holding up the bottle to the camera to show the Aviation logo while she's hijack the entire interview for half of it to just go on and on about Ryan's gin line. He said he just found it very disrespectful. He was blindsided.
The thing that pisses me off in general, but about so many celebrities, is the easiest thing you can do is nothing. Right? Okay, you're promoting your project, whatever. You don't have to go out of your way to wear a fucking t-shirt that says the gin line or something, whatever. But the easiest thing you can do is nothing, to disrupt, to, create havoc and chaos, to create problems for yourself and for everyone else around you. And yet some people are just determined to go out of their way when all you had to do was sit in a chair and answer some questions.
Mm-hmm.
She's insufferable.
Oh, God, yes. And an AD just came out recently in an Instagram post about a movie that she was in. And she said, and I'm paraphrasing right now, something to the effect of, I had an amazing time in this movie, because the director posted it or whatever, some poster. He's like, I had an amazing time in this movie, with the exception of one person, who made my life and other female staff's life miserable. I still remember going home and crying and quitting as the AD on this project. And while I'm not going to mention her name, I'm very happy that everything is coming to light regarding her. I was like, oh, get her. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Take them all down.
Yep.
Because Ryan's in it now too.
Mhm.
Disney's in it now too.
And he was in it because he shouldn't have even fucking been in the first place.
Again, all you had to do was nothing.
Literally, he could have stayed his happy ass home in their mansion and waited for her ass to come home and bitch
Right.
about work or something. Like,
Done.
why are you changing notes on something you're not even contracted with?
Yeah, it really does give you a very different perspective on who he is as well. Because
Mm-hmm.
how are you involved with all that? Like, no. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm-mm.
Well, someone that we would love to see back on screen, Sarah Michelle Gellar,
Yes.
has, and this is a couple weeks old, but I just wanted to pivot to something wasn't fucking miserable, is coming back as Buffy for apparently like a continuation of the show. It doesn't sound like she's going to be the main protagonist or what have you, but it sounds like she's going to be maybe a guiding hand of whatever. But it also sounds like, and this is the tea that I heard. So apparently, and also Dolly Parton will be involved again.
Yes.
Because her production company
if you didn't know, fun fact.
Her production company was the one that was involved with the original TV show. But apparently, this had kind of quietly been going on in the background, and they were kind of putting it together and feeling it out. And then when Sarah Michelle Gellar went on, what was it, Drew or what? I forget what talk show it was on.
I don't know. I can't.
But when she brought it up, saying like, yeah, now that, because she's in the new Dexter reboot, she's like, now that I've seen what they're doing with Dexter, I think it could be a possibility. And then everyone pulled the trigger on announcing it and making it happen. It kind of made it seem like it happened because she just happened to say it on this talk show.
Yeah.
But apparently it had kind of been in the works for a while, and that's fucking smart.
Yes.
That is so smart. And also in a very subtle, non-hijacking way, because she related it completely to the project that she's in.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't make a big deal. Literally, whatever you heard online, the 3 sentences she said about it, that was it. But also, everyone's little ears perked up. And then that's when they really went full throttle with it.
I can't wait.
What a way to drop it. I think
right?
Really smart. All right. This is also a couple of weeks old because it happened during the Grammys, but I'm just throwing this out there. Why is Chappell Roan so controversial? It seems like her fans really love her. They love her music. She's fresh. She's interesting. She's different. And then you have a set of people who fucking hate her. Hate her.
Yes.
For saying things like, upcoming musicians deserve a living wage and health care.
Which she was completely correct about.
And in a following hit piece on her by a music industry executive.
Former, mind you.
Well, former, yeah. He's not going to be working on anything anytime soon. He basically was like, no, little girl, here's why you're wrong about that. And if you want to put your money where your mouth is, then, you can fund this. And she said, okay, I'll put up $25,000 if you match it. No reply.
Nope, not from him.
No, well, he replied that his feelings were hurt, but
Yes. But another exec stepped up and said that he would match her.
Oh, I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, that just came out like 2 days ago. Some random person was like, she's completely correct, and I'm willing to match her $25,000.
Okay, that's amazing.
Which that was a boss ass move.
That is amazing. And she also followed up with, I think, 4 or 5 artists who she was like, here's examples.
Yeah.
Here's like 5 examples of people who are making incredible music. They're really fresh, they're really interesting, and promoting them on her platform. I just don't understand why she's such a polarizing figure. Is it because she's young and idealistic?
She's done a couple of things and made a couple of posts that have come across as, and I always go back to, these girls don't have any media training and aren't ready to be in the spotlight, and it's not as easy as everyone thinks it is. So she's made a couple things that have turned me off personally, just slightly, but nothing to the point that I can't stand the girl.
Yeah.
But
no, I get that, and I think you're right. I don't actually think she was prepared for the level of fame that she was catapulted into.
Yeah.
Really over the course of a few months.
Yeah.
And I think that there is a lot to be said for having that, not only that media training, but just having that team around you who knows how to mitigate things. You're not...
And prepare you for everything.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. I think a few times she's come off as being a little bratty.
Yes. But besides that, I'm like, yeah, whatever. I like her music and think she's a good performer. And
I don't think she's wrong at all.
No.
I think that
not at all.
If you sign with a label, meaning that you can't make any money outside of that label, then they should make sure that you...
And they trap you.
Right, they completely trap you.
Even when they shelve you, you still can't do anything because you're still under contract with them, yet they're not allowing you to release any music or doing anything with you, but you can't sign with anyone else.
You can't go on tour, you can't sign anyone else.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, you want to do a commercial? No.
Nope, not at all. You're stuck not working.
Yeah. How is that?
Or you get sued for millions of dollars that you don't have.
Yeah, that doesn't work for anyone. What do you got next?
Oh, Lord. Shit. Of course. This shit just fucking rehashed. Oh, that's what it was. Have you seen the hoopla with this lady and the Lyft driver?
No.
This lady is a good, I think, like 500 pounds, something like that.
Okay.
This is not a body-shaming post. However, I'm going to show you what she looks like. She is this large. Very large lady.
Okay.
She calls a Lyft. And she has gotten this man fired because he has a Toyota Corolla. He lets her know, I'm really sorry. My backseat is not going to be able to accommodate you. Even goes as far as to say, you can totally cancel or I can cancel. It'd be better for you to order like an XL model. But
yeah, you can get an SUV.
Yes, but just for your comfort and for like my car, because there are weight limits on cars. I don't feel comfortable, accepting your ride. So then they're recording each other, and then she starts yelling at him, and blah 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 blah. And now she's filing a $200 million lawsuit against Lyft for being discriminatory. She's also an up-and-coming rapper. So now she's working the press. This poor man has lost his job now because of this. The internet is not on her side.
How did he lose his job over safety concerns?
Lyft said it was discrimination and deplatformed him. And now she's on the Breakfast Club and doing this interview.
How is she supposed to be?
Thank you.
Your safety number one for the ride is the issue.
Yes.
And if you're not even able to comfortably fit in the car, how are you going to get
exactly
yourself seat belted and everything else. And again, that's
Exactly.
not. She can be whatever size she wants to be, but
Yes.
she also needs a car that can accommodate her.
Exactly. So she's now rolling with this 15 minutes of fame. Full makeup, glam, every interview. Went to the Breakfast Club in New York and immediately said, "Do you have another chair?" Because she sat down and she couldn't really fit in it. So they had to bring her a bigger chair to accommodate
Oh, you mean
her.
proving the point that she's probably not going to
Boom.
comfortably fit into the back of
Exactly. Because they brought her out like a big bench with like
Mhm.
a back on it that was actually longer than the bench seat in the back of a Toyota Corolla, and she could barely fit into that. And she came in sunglasses on like a diva and everything. So now you just provided evidence. While you're trying to sue for $200 million, you just literally provided evidence that you could not have fit into that man's seat.
And what's fucked up about that is Lyft will use that to dismiss the lawsuit, but they probably won't give him his job back.
No, exactly. And then she...
Why would you want to try to stuff yourself into the
Thank
backseat of a
you.
Prius? I'm 6'1", and that's not a comfortable
Exactly. Yes, and then she went on to compare the obese community to the LGBTQIA community because they were born that way, need to be accepted, and they're discriminated. I'm like, no. That's what we're not going to do. These are two completely different things, and I'm not here to body shame anyone. However, yes, there are health issues that can lead people to be overweight.
Mm-hmm.
Understood. They're not one and the same.
No, they're different.
They're different. Bodies can fluctuate, and people can become heavier and then thinner, and everything in between. You are not going to equate your lifestyle choice with what we were born into and have been discriminated against for fucking centuries now. And have to fight for rights to do the normal, most basic of things.
I don't even see a fair comparison with. I mean, granted, I know you were born that way, but I don't see even a fair comparison with racial disparity. And now, granted, I know we're under the same umbrella. I realize that's how the laws work, but those are two very different things.
Yes.
The way that people are discriminated against because of their skin color is very different from the way that people have faced discrimination because of their sexual orientation, their their gender, what have you. Like it's all they are. Sure, there's similarities.
Yes,
but they're not the same.
No, there are layers to this.
I can't, as a gay white man, be like, oh, well, it's just like Martin Luther King said. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. Please don't. Why are we in it?
Right? Why are we in
it? We got our own problems.
Literally. Yeah, so that's what you missed. So she is soaking up this 15 minutes and has been paraded around.
And let me guess, she's not a good rapper.
I haven't heard a damn song of hers. I don't care to. I will not be supporting.
It's just my guess. It is just my guess that it's not good.
I'm going to guess it's not. There have been some funny reaction videos that have come out, though. From fellow big people, actually, which is great.
Even her.
Oh, they're pissed.
Yes! Community is not on her side.
One of them had, because now, of course, she's taking photo ops. And conveniently, it's always out of an SUV. Someone said, look at all these pictures. You notice something? You never see her in the car. She's always posing half out of the car. Mm-hmm. Let's see how you look when you're in there. Let's see what your seatbelt looks like on. Because if you're struggling to be inside of the back of this Escalade, then how did you expect to get into this poor man's car who is now jobless who had a smaller car than that. Someone else said, this is some bullshit and fuck her. I hate when us big people try to do skinny people shit. You know damn well you should have ordered a fucking Escalade. You should have ordered fucking something. She's like, I don't care, order a fucking aircraft. I don't care what the fuck it is. But you know damn well our big asses can't fucking fit in the back of a goddamn Hyundai Sonata, Honda Civic, whatever the fuck that poor man who's now struggling had. You know damn well better than that, and shame on you from a fellow big person.
Damn.
Yeah, no one is on her side right now.
What was the reception on the talk show? Did they just let her?
They kind of grilled her,
Mm-hmm.
and she didn't. She just kind of. It was a very Blake Lively-esque conversation. It got spun into body positivity, empowerment, and discrimination, and everyone should be treated the same because I was wronged in this, so I'm speaking for everyone. Meanwhile, she's caused people to lose jobs and actually proven the point that the man was actually right all along.
Hey, look, I'm all about inclusivity.
Same.
I do think that we should accommodate people of all sizes, absolutely, in the best way possible. Various health issues, of course, but this might be a hot take. We are all different.
Uh-huh.
We actually are different. We are. We have different needs. We have different struggles. We have different. It's not the same.
No. For any of us.
No.
Except for Blake Lively.
Because fuck her. Put her in the trunk of the Prius.
Her struggle is her just not getting her way. God forbid.
She creates her own struggles.
God forbid. And that's all I have.
I have one last thing, which is a personal issue. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it about me.
Okay, Blake.
I just need to rant for a second. You know, earlier when I was saying the easiest thing you can do is nothing, that goes double on the internet.
Oh.
Because all you have to do is nothing. You don't need to comment on that video. You don't need to reply to every post that you see on Twitter or Threads. You don't. Here's what happened to me.
Uh-oh.
I am looking for a new computer because I have a very old laptop which has run its course. It's done its job. It is actually over 8 years old.
And bent time apparently, because I'm thinking it's only like 4 or 5 years old.
No, because it's been around before we started the podcast.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm not I'm tech savvy in some ways, and then other ways I am absolutely not.
Yeah.
And I started looking at laptops, and it's like, oh, well, this one has, you know, a fucking Wi-Fi 6. I understood Wi-Fi until you added the number. Like, how many are there?
I don't know.
What does that fucking mean? Oh, this has a DCR XC5B.
What are these letters you're throwing at me?
About? So I very innocuously posted asking all the hot internet nerds to relate to someone. And I said, look, I am not super tech savvy. I don't understand what, you know. Look, I don't know what Intel is. I know it's a processor.
Yeah.
I know it's inside. But what the fuck is it?
That took me out.
I don't know. I don't know. So I was like, you know, do you have recommendations? My, you know, hinge on my computer screen broke, and, you know, now I can't even close my laptop, and I think it's just time for a new one. Someone had to pop up
Of course.
and say, well, why don't you just get an external monitor and plug it in? It's much easier and cheaper. Yeah, Steven, because I want to walk to the coffee shop with an open laptop
And a
then
giant monitor.
also carrying an additional monitor. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Is that a laptop recommendation? No, it's not. Is that what I asked for? It's
No.
absolutely not. Could you have just done nothing?
Scroll on by.
Thank you.
Don't worry, I got attacked today for not knowing, for not being on any hookup apps.
What?
Yes, one of my followers posted this thing where he's like, okay, so I guess I'm fat now. Mind you, he's like built as fuck, and he put a screenshot, which I just was glancing and thought it was from like a conversation with someone he'd been, talking to or whatever, like an iMessage, situation, a text stream, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And the person said, you look fat and you look like you don't have a dick. And then, which is just like crazy.
What?
So then someone quote tweeted it and said, I still can't believe that you sent him pictures after he said that. And I didn't catch that because there was a blurred background in the back and there were pictures that he did send like an idiot after this person has insulted him.
To like prove him wrong or something?
I don't even know what the context was. We're not like, he's his follower. So I commented on the person that quoted it. I said, oh my God, I didn't even clock that because I'm not on any apps. All I said, I go offline for like 2 hours. I come back. Oh, it sounds like something that someone on an app would say. You mean to tell me you've never been in a hookup app and never seen any messages? Oh, wow. Well, Mr. Holier than thou. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? I just didn't see that there was, first of all, nudes blurred out in the background. Because he highlighted, like when you want to reply to something, he like highlighted it so everything was blurred out in the background. And there was like, I think it was Sniffies. Like, cause someone's like, oh, you've never been to Sniffies before. I'm like, no, I haven't.
Like, what is it?
Like, they're like, oh, well, the jockstrap is something. I'm like, okay, all I fucking said was I didn't realize that, one, he had sent pictures afterwards, and two, that he was on a sex app. Why am I getting hung at the fucking stake right now? Like, what is going, like, what the fuck? I am not trying to say I'm better than anyone. I'm probably freaker than all of you guys fucking combined. I'm not on any fucking sex apps, and I didn't catch that he was on one, and that's all I said. I was like, what did I say that was so inappropriate and so offensive?
Oh my God, that is.
I just thought it was a text message or a WhatsApp or something.
That is so bean soup. I mean, that is so, you say one thing and then people read into it and take personal offense.
Yes, I was like, I didn't say I didn't hook up with people every so often. I didn't fucking say, like, all I said was like, oh, I didn't even catch that the first time. People are allowed to not catch shit. Not everyone uses the same shit all the time. I never said that if you're on a hookup app, then you're fucking going to hell. I'm already there, so I don't. Like, who am I to fucking judge? Like, what? Why am I getting so much backlash? It was like 7 comments. I was like, I'm muting this now. You guys can fight amongst yourselves. Like, what the fuck was that?
Actually, that reminded me of
I
something.
was like, whoa.
That reminded me of something. Speaking of hookup apps and gay culture and whatever, I'm going to apologize for this up front because I don't even want to bring this up, but I have to now because I started it.
Do it. Oh, here we go. Uh-oh. The throat is clearing. That means that shit's getting serious.
What better way to celebrate Black History Month than with a sex party?
What? Oh, please tell me it's not one of those tacky ass Atlanta sex parties that uses like Martin Luther King or something like that on the fucking flyer.
Worse.
Worse than that? Oh my god, what?
I'm going to read you this description.
Oh god, please tell me it's not a bunch of whites that are doing this. Just read it. Rip the band-aid off.
This month's event will be in celebration of Black History Month. This party is for Black kings. So far, so good.
Okay.
White men must bring their black master or get approval
You are fucking kidding me.
of a black king to enter. You must wear all black. First of all, it's a sex party. I ain't gonna be wearing nothing.
Right?
Or culturally African clothing.
You're. Oh my lord, that is worse than I thought it was gonna be.
Oh, it continues.
Oh my.
Non-black kings appropriating African clothing consent to hazing and shaming. Consent will be implied if you talk to a master, and a waiver must be signed before admittance. The universal safe word for the evening is police brutality. I'm not making any of this. I'm reading from the description.
Where is this at? I'm not asking so I can go, or I can blow it up or anything. Although if it did happen, I would not be mad.
It claims that the location is to be determined.
Oh god, what city is it in? Is it here in LA? Please tell me it's not here in LA.
Mhm.
God damn it.
Together, let's celebrate progress.
What?
Girl, that description just took us back 300 years.
What
Are you
the entire fuck?
kidding me? And to the best of my knowledge,
Did Todrick Hall plan this?
well, to the best of my knowledge, granted, this is a group that puts things together, but to the best of my knowledge, it's organized by white people.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And I'm not sure what's worse, honestly, because again, yeah, if it was a Todrick Hall or situation, or like is that less fucked up? Is that more fucked up?
It's all fucked up all the way around.
It's
Throw the whole of it in the trash.
so fucking wild.
Oh my god, my head can't even wrap itself around all of that information.
I can't believe this is a fucking thing that I was invited to.
That's so weird.
You don't know me.
I'm kink
Like that?
shaming. Sorry, some kinks deserve to be fucking shamed. I'm shaming that kink. Like absolutely, that it's crazy.
I honestly wanted to, because you can't comment on the event. The comments are blocked unless you confirm that you're going or maybe going. I almost confirmed participation just to be like, oh, so we're just openly into race play now.
Right? Like what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so
there's so much more that I didn't even read. I was gasping for air after.
So am I. I just held my breath for like 35 seconds.
This fucking description. I was like, first of all, what kind of moron celebrates Black History Month with a sex party? Like, does everything have to come back to our bedroom practices?
Right.
Can we not? Like,
that's
please,
so weird and creepy.
Please, like, if you want to say we are an all-inclusive community and this is, hey, you know, we want to make sure that everyone, you know, especially during Black History Month, we want everyone to feel comfortable and welcome and all that stuff. Like, I can understand making certain statements about the party to ensure that everyone who is there not only feels comfortable, but that they're included and that they're being celebrated, what have you. But I don't think we need to have a sex party to celebrate Black History Month.
No, not at all.
But
and especially
two,
that one.
what are you thinking? Not only does it reduce, it reduces black men to this stud position
Yes.
and fetishizes them.
Oh, it's so gross.
Yeah. But it also made it, my, I don't know what my second thought, third thought, fourth thought was, but I was like, what about this is all black, white, black, white, black, white. Oh, if you're white guy,
Right?
Okay, well, what about everybody else? Are Asian guys not welcome to this party? Do they not fit into your scheme?
It's clearly not. Clearly, it's a total, literal black and white situation.
I just could not get, I had to read it 3 times.
That is wild. I'm still trying to process this all.
And then I started thinking, am I the crazy one? Because I see numerous, again, I haven't confirmed yet,
Yeah.
but I see numerous people have already said that they're going, and multiple thumbs up on this.
Are there any thumbs downs? That's weird. That is fucking insane. That sounds like the sequel to Get Out.
It really does.
This sounds like a horror movie.
It truly does. Y'all, if you want to support your Black Kings during Black History Month, how about, I don't know, read a book.
Yes, read a book, donate
Watch
to a cause. I don't know what
donate
the
to a
fuck
cause,
to tell
support
you.
Black businesses.
Yes. So many other ways besides whatever the fuck that is.
Anything else. Literally.
Just post Happy Black History Month to all my black friends. Boom. Yeah, that is not where I thought that was going to go at all.
How does this enter your mind?
I wish I could exit my mind right now. Thank you for traumatizing me.
Drink some more wine.
During my month. No, I'm kidding. Jesus fucking yellow penguins. What the fuck?
Every day
People never cease to amaze me.
No, I think every day I really think there can't possibly be one more thing
and then
that shocks me.
It's well, guess what? Look behind door number 3.
The bar has gotten so low.
It's in hell.
We are approaching the core of the earth. Yeah, I need to.
Oh, sirens! Hopefully they're.
Thank you.
Hopefully they're gonna break up that fucking party. Dude, they must be listening to the show live somehow.
God, have some fucking tact.
That's so weird. Oh God. Ugh.
Oh no, good. And the thing to me too is that what it also made me think about is how, being a white person, how comfortable other white people are in exposing their racism to me.
Oh, I can only imagine.
And I let them.
Good, as you fucking should.
I really do. And I'm always like, okay. And then, I'm mentally filing away never talk to this person again. But, and I definitely have certainly called people out on their shit for sure. But it really is, again, more and more shocking every day. But it really is incredible to see how willing people are to, once they're around, trust other white people. It's not. It's like when you let open the top of your pants during Thanksgiving. They think they can just let it all out, and they are often surprised and defensive if you disagree. That's why I haven't commented yet, because I know I'm going to. I know I'm going to. But
cracking the bottle of wine open.
I also know that that's going to get me kicked out of this group. But good,
right?
Don't ever invite me to another one of your parties.
Ew, that's so gross.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I've heard some wild fucking shit myself, and I'm black, but because I'm not like other black people, based solely on how I sound, by the way, which is like hilarious to me. I've had white people say the most racist shit to me. Oh, not you. You're not like the other black people, but I'm like, how the fuck am I not like the excuse me?
Just ignorant.
Like, the ignorance and the audacity is just off the charts.
It truly is. And that's the world that we're living in.
Asteroid, tick, tick, tick. We're waiting.
I want to put a big, wherever this party is located, that's where I hope the asteroid is.
Yes, that's where it needs to be localized that night. Jesus.
Can't get here fast enough. All right, everybody, thanks for listening. Be sure to check out our sponsors and our show notes and save some money by using our coupon codes. Until next time,
Goodbye.
bye.